Well, howdy everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is your friendly neighborhood Chef Shade Tree. Well, as you can see, it's sun shining today. It's not too bad out. We're mid 40s. There's no wind. A little bit chilly, but it's not too bad. Anyways, before I get too far into this video, show you what I did with the garage. Um, I wanted to let you guys know a little information about the high school with the nation's longest winning streak. It's a little town called Maria Stein. They got their high school is Marion Local. They go by the Flyers. They're the Marion Local Flyers. Well, they have a winning streak of 76 consecutive games played. Won. They have not lost a game since October the 30th, 2020. It's the last time they lost. And they lost to a school by the name of New Bremen, which New Bremen is not too far from there. They're not too far away from each other. Okay, now last night they were on their 76th win, and last night they played St. Henry. St. Henry came into the game at 11-1. Okay, St. Henry's one defeat was against Marion Local this year. Marion Local beat them 21-14. They played them last night, and needless to say, St. Henry won last night, 24-7. So Marion Local's uh, national winning streak is over. they lost their game last night, so now they've been defeated. So now they got to start a whole new streak again. But that's a very impressive streak. I guess I looked back. There's an article out about it, and the next closest winning streak there's a team in New York. Let me look at them real quick. Here it is, Garden City. Garden City now owns the nation's longest winning streak. Garden City out of New York currently has the longest win streak in the nation at 64 games. After the loss by Marion Local to St. Henry, they are scheduled to play Long Beach on Saturday, according to blah, blah, blah. So Garden City, New York, has a 64-game winning streak going on right now. So Marion Local got beat. Now I want to show you here real quick the difference between Marion Local and St. Henry's. The distance between them. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little perspective real quick here. There's home between Lima and Findlay. And they're over here. There's Salina. Well, let me get in here. Man, there they are. St. Mary's, Salina, right over here. Right up in here is where I go to a junkyard to take my scrap. But right here, right there's Maria Stein. Right there's St. Henry's. Coldwater's another team. They're in the playoffs too right now. Maria Stein, St. Henry, New Bremen, Minster. They're all good. New Bremen was the last school that beat Marion Local. And Maria Stein and St. Henry's football stadiums are 7.3 miles away from each other. That's how close they are to each other. 7.3 miles. Coldwater, they're in Division 6, where these guys are in Division 7. So Coldwater's still in the playoffs, and they're winning right now, too. So anyways, Marion Local beat Coldwater this year 7-6. That's how close they played each other. But anyways, there's a little perspective of how far away they are from each other. They're local rivals. And then they beat them last night. Stopped their 76-game winning streak, longest in the nation. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys see that and show you that. So let's get into the garage here, and I'll show you what it looks like now. Looky here. Yes, the rear ends are gone, and the refrigerator's gone. And I wanted to show you this before I cleaned it up too much. I dug some of this stuff out of here, and this is what was underneath the rear ends right here. I did clean up the floor some, scraped it all over to here. But I wanted to show you guys this before I clean it all up. Right there is a 460. That's one of my motors. It's a 460 buried in here. That's a pallet, and there's nothing but torque converters on that pallet right there. That's how many transmissions my dad um, built over he messed with. He messed with a lot of transmissions. When I uncover that pallet right there, you'll see how many torque converters are on it. There's quite a few torque converters on it. But anyways, I want to show you that, and then I'll show you guys where I put the stuff at. And there they are. There's where I put the rear ends at. Put the rear ends there, and I'll put the refrigerator there, so they're out of the way, out of the garage, so I can get the garage cleaned out. But just thought I'd show you this real quick. That's an 8.8 right there. That, I do not know exactly what it is, but that rear end right there, that is an 8 3/4 Posi GM rear end right there. It's a Posi unit, so that's a good rear end. If anybody knows if anybody needs a 8 3/4 inch GM rear end, that's a good one right there. Anyways, there's where they're at now. Got them out of the way, out of the garage, so I can get going on that. Okay, I'm going to do something else here real quick. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to pull this stuff back out here, remove that door, and put that slab of wood in there. That door right there. So that's kind of my next little step here I'm going to do. I want to get that door replaced. So let me get started on this and move this stuff out of the way so I can get to it. Okay, there we go. Got to the door. As you can see, it's got a hole down there at the bottom. And you can see air or light coming through the bottom of the door down there. Light there. I think there's light around. Yep, there you can see light above the door there coming in. And this is missing. There's glass broke out of here. So yeah. When this door wasn't blocking too much air coming through. When the wind comes, that's north. That's pointing north, and that's west. So this gets a lot of air through here. Especially in the wintertime. When the wind's coming from the northwest, it comes right in this door. Anyways, there we go. Now I'm going to take this door off the hinges and, put this slab in there. So let me get this out. Okay, got all the screws out of the door here. Where's the other one at? There it is. Got them out and got the ones down at the bottom out. I'm just going to take the hinges and all off. So, there it is. It's off. Let me get both hands here to move it. Okay, the door's out. Now I'm going to clean this around the edge here. I should put a seal around here. Probably what I should do. But what I really want to do is I just want to seal the door in. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. Because what I think I'm just going to do is I'm just going to screw the door into the wall, I think, for now. Just to seal the hole up. Basically all I really want to do. But I'm going to fit it in there. I want to clean it up a little bit and put it in. Well, it's up there, but I got a tad little bit of a problem. This slab of wood is taller than the doorway here. That's weird. Did they change the height on these doors in years or something? Or did the dad just make this a shorter door? Don't know. Well, I'm gonna have to cut a little bit off of it. So anyways, it looks like it's gonna fit width-wise, not height-wise. So it looks like I gotta do some cutting now. Okay, I just thought to myself, where in the heck am I gonna put this door to cut it at? Well, guess what? Dakota to the rescue. Yep, I'm using the Dakota as a sawhorse. So that's where I'm gonna cut the door at. Fun. So I measured the hole and it's 79 inches tall, where this door's 80 inches tall. So I gotta cut a inch strip off of this thing. Luckily, I got my cordless Craftsman here.
My cordless Craftsman works wonders. So that's what I'm going to use. Cut it. Well, I do have to say, there's not much to these doors anymore. There's only an inch of wood on the top of this. I kind of cut into it, and then there's all it is styrofoam inside the door. A styrofoam piece. Wow, I didn't know that. Doors are sure. It's a good thing I only paid $19 for this door. Anyways, I'm just using it to fill a hole anyway. Well, I guess I'm gonna put this thing in the hole. Well, there it is then. So basically, about all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot a couple screws into it to hold it on. And that's it. I'm done. I'm not gonna do anything more to it. When it's up close, you don't see no air around it, so if it does blow a little air in, I'll just take some duct tape and tape it around it. That's about it. Seal it up with something. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. Just shoot a couple screws in it and be done with it. Get back with you here in a minute. Well, there we go, guys. I put 4 screws in it. I put 2 at the top, one there, one there. I put one on each side in the middle. That should hold it. It's solid. It's solid. So that'll work. Just exactly what I wanted to do. Just fill the hole in. So if the wind blows through it or anything, I'll feel around it. If any wind comes through, I'll just seal it up with some duct tape or something or other. But anyways, I'm done with that. So I gotta put all the crap back here in the corner. So let me get that done. Okay, got that filled back up. Now, only other thing I really want to do here is this. I bought a seal to seal the garage door here. And when you put the garage door down, there's a pretty good gap here between the door and that. I want to paint this. I want to fix it. It's it's in pretty bad shape. I'm thinking about putting new wood here, maybe possibly. And I bought a new seal, but I'm just going to put a piece of this 1x2, the last board that I got. I'm just going to take one of them pieces, cut it to the height, and put that in for now, just to keep some of the wind from coming in too much. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to measure this, cut a piece, and there's a piece here, as you see. It's broke to there, and it's missing a piece to there. And I looked to 8 foot. I got 8 foot furring strips, and an 8 foot piece would come to like right here somewhere. But I'll have a little piece off of here, because this is only 7 foot tall, so I have a foot piece that I can splice up here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a furring strip on the edge, just to do that for now until I can this next year come along, I'm going to clean this stuff up. But I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. That's the kind of gap that door has, and especially at the top there too. Yeah, that leaves in a lot of air. So put this piece of wood on it here will seal that gap up. So I'm going to nail this in. I didn't want to put it too close. I wanted to shut the door just to see how close I should put it. I don't want it real close to it, but yet I want it close enough to put a good seal on it. That'll cover that up pretty decent. I just want to seal it up for the winter, this winter. I'll take care of it next year. Because I want to paint this door. I want to paint this whole outside here. Paint it all up, make it look nice. So that's what I'm going to get done here. I'm going to nail that up too. So get back here in a second. Okay guys, I got to hurry and end this video because my phone's about ready to die. But there it is. I got one on. There it is. I'll do that tomorrow. It's getting too dark. There's not enough hours in the day. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Thanks. We'll catch you guys. Yeah, whatever. Thanks, guys.